Love's light greetings, gratitude, blessings, blessings, Ascension Star family, my divinity to yours. Welcome if you're new, and welcome back if you're returning. Thank you for your love light support, your appreciation and participation, your clicks and hearty comments, and our united, lighted effort into helping people and planet into ascension. Thank you, thank you, thank you. 8/7/2024, 8/7/8, 23 = 5. Hierophant energy, throat chakra energy, and the energy of changes and transformation, conflict, difficulties, and struggles. You're being asked to speak your truth about your issues in life, your difficulties, your trials and tribulations, your obstacles, your distractions, your addictions, and whatever makes you feel unworthy, less worthy, lonely, afraid, fearful, under attack, and start releasing it. And not just on a personal level, but in areas of your life that you are attached to. So it could be in your job, at your place of work. You've got seniors that are oppressing you. It is time to empower yourself and put an end to all of that attack and abuse. At the same time, the world at large, there are many institutions, many systems that are holding us captive and enslaved, oppressed and oppressed, stressed, that are feeding into our energy parasitically, making us their hosts into believing everything. Not seeing everything is believing everything. We must use discernment at this time. It is imperative that the collective consciousness speaks out, expresses, communicates, but from the heart center, not out of anger, not out of frustration, not out of revenge, right? We must speak from love. Love is the energy that the darkness fears, and when you speak to them politely, calmly, regardless of how they attack you, you shake them awake. They will do one of two things. They will respond in light, in love, or they will run away. So in life, leave the door open for transformation. But when it gets too difficult, then use your discernment on when you need to shut the door. When the collective starts speaking the truth, the world will change at large. Every system in the world, in every country, in every aspect will shift and change. It is happening because there is a minority that is fearless, that is bold, that has strength in which to stand above everything else, stand above the system. And they might not be doing it publicly, going out there and creating a spectacle of themselves, but within themselves they've created empowerment. And with building a strength like that and having the support from others in a similar way, you create a force field that a minority can repel the darkness of a majority. That is how powerful light is. And people do not like getting told to mind their own. They become very defensive, offensive. But truth is truth, and it cannot be changed. Early this year, I did a reading on Thomas Kingston, and since I have not tapped into his energy until now that you've beginning to open that door again, you've started talking about him in the comments, and of course I am prompted to revisit the circumstances surrounding his tragedy. He was born on 22/6/1978. Energy is 467, becomes 17 equals 8. He died at 45 years old on 25/02/2024. Energy 728 equals 17 equals 8. So very interesting, after 45 years between his birth and death date, we have the same vibration of 17 equals 8. This year is proving to be incredibly critical, traumatic for the institution. Now, Thomas Kingston is the husband of Prince William's cousin, Lady Gabriella. And of course, it was reported that he died from a traumatic head wound, and a gun was found nearby. And I do remember reading that there was no foul play, and apparently this took place at his parents' home, on their property, in a shed or cottage outside of the main building, etc., etc. So what are we doing? We are revisiting this particular reporting, the incident of his death, or the circumstances surrounding his death, to determine whether it was self-inflicted or not. Allegedly, right? Spirit Divine, I invite your energy essence presence, your grace to embrace us with your love light, to connect and protect myself, Ascension Star Channel, and our star family. As we sit and meet to greet in your love, in your name, in your spirit. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please bring clear messages enlightening us on Thomas Kingston's death. Thank you. King of Wands, Justice, Three of Pentacles, King of Cups, Seven of Wands, Emperor. Okay, so lots of royal energy, justice, collaboration of energy, a King of Cups is involved, an Emperor is also involved, clearly singling out somebody. Right, so let's have a look. It's as if he, with this energy, he was pushed into a corner and had to really defend himself, going up in arms with a number of his attackers, allegedly, right? That's what the cards are showing, that he was putting up a defense. So tell us what happened about his death, surrounding his death. What actually happened? What was that about? Ace of Wands and the Star. Right? Hands in action to create an ascension. Right? A fulfillment. This was fulfilled. Somebody wanted this to happen, whoever this was. Now the star card is a number 17 card, and his numbers are 17 equals 8. So the 17 is showing up that his particular situation, there was hands involved that took action in which to create this particular scene, right? Number 1, magician, craft, trickery, foolery. So something untoward was happening in the background. 5 of Wands. There was a hand, many hands. Right? This is conflict. This is fight. He put up a fight. He fought for his life. It was not self-inflicted. He went up in arms with somebody. Many somebodies. The bottom is the King of Cups and the Judgment. We have the Tower. Illumination on the tragedy. King of Cups. I'm not sure. A Hierophant. The energy vibration of today. 5. Right? So this was big. This was done in a big way. This came from Knight of Wands in reverse. Ideally in the upright it is about haste, quick action. It's very impulsive energy. But in the reverse, something had to slow down. He had to be slowed down. The institution ordered, now whomever that is in there, right? It doesn't have to be one person. It could be a group of people. Ideally, it could be the order given by one person involving a group of people, right? To slow him down, to take him off his horse. Action was taken to slow him down. Eight of Pentacles. Hard work. It took some planning. It took some planning. We have the Strength in reverse. He was taken out. He had no strength left. He fought with all his might. This is 8, number 8. Right, the 17 equals 8. So he was taken out. He ascended to the stars. He was taken out. There's the 8. 17/8. So it was definitely not a suicide or self-inflicted, in however you want to interpret that. Allegedly, right? According to Spirit, according to the cards. From what we're seeing, there were hands involved. There was a plan in place. It was well crafted. And it happened to him, it happened unexpectedly. Clearly, nobody would expect this. So there was a number of, in his presence, that created this conflict. But with the Knight of Wands, I feel he was taken away from that scene. somewhere else, and this incident took place. So it was to weaken him in some way, and then either relocate him and have this done. Because I do not feel this was done where it was reported he was found. Spirit, can you show us or tell us, indicate? It's been reported that he was found at his parents' home or property, on the property somewhere. Knight of Cups. So that's him, Knight of Cups. He's a Cancer energy. Right, that's who we're talking about. Tell us more. Where did this incident take place? Or reveal to us whether or not it happened on the property, on his parents' property. Okay, we see the Seven of Cups, so that's Hermit. He was taken somewhere else, to some isolated destination, a quiet place to be dealt with. Well, this is going into a quiet, a hiding, a cave, to shut off from the world. So he was taken somewhere. This was not done where it was. Seven of Cups is lack of transparency. That's not the truth. That's creating confusion, sending out mixed signals, you know, causing people to speculate and wonder what's going on. Anything else? Queen of Cups. Diana doesn't stop. She's here. Knight of Pentacles. And the Empress. It had to do with Catherine. It had to do with Catherine. This person that had done the deed. See, this is sandwich between Diana and Catherine. See, the Knight of Pentacles sits beneath the Hermit. So he was taken away and attacked, allegedly, right? Whatever took place, he was isolated. So it is possible that he was followed, you know, and singled out. Because we have the Knight of Cups right next to the Hermit. So he was probably traveling. You know, he completed what he needed to do, whether he was meeting with somebody or he had a job or whatever he was doing. And thereafter, he was followed. Right? And wherever this took place, it was a remote, quiet, detached from public family, a meeting place. Diana and Catherine just keep showing up in the readings. Queen of Wands. This is Anne. So they're pointing out, Diana's pointing out that these are the circumstances that are taking place. If you've been following my readings, this is playing up. It's a story that's building. All the readings are interconnected in some way. And this is how we're going to get to the truth, to unravel a lot of information. So no reading is, from what I'm seeing, is an island on its own. There's many chapters here to this entire book. And it's not easy to discern it in one reading. The Moon. So definitely shady business, right? He was lured or isolated or phoned or followed or whatever it is, right? And put in a very difficult situation. And I feel that Diana is showing us the similar fate with Anne. So any other message, Spirit? Anything else? Knight of Swords. Sudden action. He was taken out quickly. We have a Knight of Wands in reverse. We have a Knight of Cups who is him. And this is now him being attacked. Perhaps he went with the peace offering in the end and said, let's work it out. Let's forget it. Let's, But no, you must go. Emperor and the Moon. So this was discussed. This is William and his delegates. This was an order given. The Hierophant is here. It's all related. It's all related. All right. It's clear. It was not, if it's pointing to self-infliction, unfortunately it's not. It was made to believe that with the Seven of Cups. It was that reporting or allegedly is made up. It's handed out by the institution to say, okay, this is what happened, but unfortunately it was taken out. In this row, in the top row, I placed that, not thinking. I had the Queen of Wands higher up between the two rows. Just get that lower so you can see. I had the Queen of Wands between the two rows, and then I brought that down and placed that here without thinking, to find out that the Knight of Swords is in the top row creating that confusion, him being isolated. And the foundation is sitting with the system. They're at the foundation of this. And strangely, the Empress sits on top of the moon sits below the Empress. And the moon is Cancer. This is the month of Cancer energy. Thomas Kingston is a Cancer as well. So he was very much, this has to do with Catherine. Whatever took place is related to Catherine. That's why Diana's here. She's making sure we get the message, that we understand what's happening. It's much bigger than we think. And perhaps Anne knows about this, with the Queen of Wands being here. She knows about it. She knows what's happening. Or what's happened. Family, let us leave this here. These are very painful readings. We're yet to discern or discover, find out exactly the reason, what happened, exactly what happened. But it's never going to be easy to find that out. The Spirit won't reveal the details. It's too traumatizing for humanity to know everything, and therefore not everything should be revealed. But to try and understand truth from untruth, that's the important part here, is what is being fed is untruth. And there's just so much more that is hidden. And that's what we're discerning is, was it the truth or not? Not that we want to know all the details. We are not supposed to know all the details. We're supposed to invest our energy in sending light to bring the justice for this untruth. But again, I do understand that you want to have peace of mind. You want to understand what's going on. I will do a few more readings to try and see how much we can get out. But I do not want us to become so absorbed in every single detail of a reading, because it takes a lot away from an energy field, and we need to do powerful work to bring the truth out. And this is one way of doing it. So take your energy, your anger and your frustration, and convert it into love light and send it to the UK, to Great Britain, to everything surrounding the system and the world at large, for justice, for intervention, for Divine Spirit to step in. Send out the clarion call. We've been called here to participate. Now also we can send a call out for them to help us participate. I love you, I bless you, I thank you. Till next.